Martha Wangari Karua, but this is the MP for Gilgil, Mr. Speaker.
Okay, proceed.
Honorable Speaker, I rise pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 44-2C. I wish to request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Administration and Internal Security regarding the rise of incidences of violence in political rallies across the country. Honorable Speaker, in recent weeks, the country has witnessed a worrying escalation of violence, disruption of political gatherings, and destruction of property during political rallies, with recent incidents reported in HOMA Bay, Nyandarua, and indeed Nakuru counties. The loss of life...
Order, honorable members. Honorable Tongoyo, you are engaging in an animated discussion with Madam Pasaris and the Honorable Baraza when a matter that concerns your own committee is on the floor.
I blame Honorable Pasaris. We were very peaceful before she came.
Listen to what she has to say and then give an undertaking.
Honorable Speaker, allow me to take it again. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 44-2C, I wish to request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Administration and Internal Security regarding the rising incidences of violence in political rallies across the country. Honorable Speaker, in recent weeks, the country has witnessed a worrying escalation of violence, disruption of political gatherings, and destruction of property during political rallies, with recent incidents reported in HOMA Bay County, Nakuru, and indeed Nyandarua counties. The loss of life, attacks against civilians and security officers, destruction of property, threats against political opponents, and the growing use of inflammatory and divisive rhetoric are deeply concerning, as it undermines the peaceful exercise of democratic rights. It also heightens political intolerance and poses a serious threat to national peace, cohesion, and unity. Honorable Speaker, incidences that were initially dismissed as isolated occurrences have now escalated into full-blown violence, characterized with the explicit use of crude weapons. The consequences of political violence are far-reaching, resulting in loss of lives, destruction of property, disruption of livelihoods, and erosion of investor confidence. It is regrettable that despite the recurrence of these incidents, decisive action has yet to be taken to bring the perpetrators to account. Additionally, the relevant state agencies are yet to provide comprehensive reports on the status of investigations into these reported cases of political violence across the country and measures to forestall its escalation. Honorable Speaker, it is against this background I request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Administration and Internal Security on the following. Number one, what is the total number of reported cases of political violence during political rallies and other political activities across the country in the last 12 months, including the status of investigations, identities of perpetrators, and actions taken in respect of each of the cases? Number two, the total number of persons who have lost their lives, suffered bodily harm, or sustained serious injuries as a result of political violence during the last 12 months. And finally, the measures taken by the government to curb political intolerance and prevent politically instigated violence, including preparations and interventions aimed at ensuring peaceful political activities as the country approaches the 2027 general election. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yeah, what's your point of order, Millie?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to thank Honorable Martha for raising that statement. Mr. Speaker, I've listened very carefully, and I was wishing she could have raised the issue of violence against women. Very recently in HOMA Bay, it has been said that many women were raped in that incident. Mr. Speaker, on top of that, I saw the governor of HOMA Bay went to condole with the family in Shauri Yako Estate in HOMA Bay town. And the person she went to condole with is a woman. Mr. Speaker, we are told in HOMA Bay the deaths are underreported and not less than 12 people died. Mr. Speaker, I hope that Honorable Martha can actually give, please add to that statement, or the committee could add to that statement, exactly how many women were raped, or if there are investigations, because on cases of rape, women are very shy to come forward. I personally met 2 women who were attacked. One is a woman who was from Kwale. and she was cut with a panga here. She was on a wheelchair. I was actually called because of what people know that my concerns about women. I went and saw her when she was on transit from Kisumu to Mombasa around midnight. I went to see her. Mr. Speaker, finally, Mr. Speaker, with your indulgence, one of the other issues is also attack or destruction of churches. As a Seventh-day Adventist, I was very offended that people have no respect even for churches. 2 Seventh-day Adventist churches were destroyed, especially in our month. It's like your holy month of Ramadan. As this month is a month that all SDS know, we have our camp meetings. It's our month of prayer, and therefore coming into our holy places in such a month is actually a disgrace. I hope the committee can also raise concern about that. Thank you.
Yeah, I think you have taken note of everything she has raised, in addition to, and Naisula. Naisula, yes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And I want to congratulate my sister and colleague, Honorable Martha, for bringing this very, very important statement. Because, Honorable Speaker, the incidences that have happened in this country are not something to take lightly. And even for each one of us in this house, this is not just a show. It's not something that, and it doesn't matter the political side that you support. Speaker, because you will see, because everything raised in this house sometimes just become political. Why did Honorable Martha ask these questions? Why did Honorable Millie support? Why did so-and-so raise that issue? It does not matter which political side you are in. All of us should condemn violence, and in the manner that it is happening in this country. And I want to say this, I'm so used to Madam Speaker sometimes. Speaker, I wanted to say Madam Speaker, then I realized it was you. But I wanted to say this. Right now we can cheer because it is somewhere else. It will come to bite us. Each one of us, as leaders, it will come to bite us. It almost beat us here in 2024. So anybody, and also let us not be forgetful, violence should be condemned in whichever formation, in whichever form, Mr. Speaker.
Fair enough.
You should ask some of us, Madam Speaker, Mr. Speaker, you should ask some of us who every day we have to deal with these matters of banditry in our place, where lives are lost. Now we are having people actually carrying pangas in public. Like, I'm in shock what happened in HOMA Bay. I'm yet to fathom what was actually happening that day. So, Mr. Speaker, I support this statement, and it should be taken seriously, and all of us should condemn violence, regardless of which side.
Brief.
Thank you.
Okay. Owundo, and then one more person, then we move on to the next.
Speaker, let me stand here and go on record that most of those attacks in these political rallies have been directed against me and my team of Linda Mwananchi. We faced almost death in Kisumu, but what I saw on Sunday in HOMA Bay, Honorable Speaker, that's not political violence. That was terrorism, premeditated terrorism. And it was truly, Honorable Speaker, is on record. And I want the chair to face the Cabinet Secretary plus the PS on the face and make it very clear that what they watched, what the police officers stood and watched happening is actually a dereliction of duty and actually is a breach of the Constitution of Kenya. Honorable Speaker, I would urge that let them extend this inquiry for many months that have happened since last year. And we want an expedited answer as soon as practically possible, because once we go for the recess, we are going to have many of these rallies, and if the perpetrators, some of them who are our colleagues here, some who are governors, and who are women who are planning for the murder and rape of fellow women, they must be condemned appropriately.
The final one, Naomi, last one on this statement, which is sought by Madam Martha.
Thank you.
Wangari.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for giving me the opportunity to add my voice to this very, very important statement. Honorable Speaker, what we are observing in our country these days is not acceptable. And many people seem to be blaming politicians because they say that goons belong to politicians. And I want to condemn that, because when we do that and we hurt each other, we have only one country and we have nowhere else. So we have to protect our country. We have to uphold peaceful coexistence. We have all, we have to tolerate each other. Being in different political groups does not matter, but what matters is us sharing our ideas and selling our ideas to people, and the rest we leave to God and the people. Honorable Speaker, all the people who are responsible, who are behind the attack, not only for the last weekend, but all the attacks that have been there, should be put in jail, and we should also protect the common Mwananchi. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
We have to make some progress. I'll give the last one, very last one, to the MP for Banisa. Being a freshman who has probably less than 1 year more, less than 2 years. Okay, proceed. And
yes, thank you, Mr. Speaker, for considering my freshness. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, I come from HOMA Bay as well as representing Banisa. Madam Millie can attest that I'm from HOMA Bay too. I own businesses there, and what we have seen last Sunday was terrible. And we don't want to wish it for any part of this country. So what we want to ask the administration, the Ministry of Interior, to make sure that to prevent such things from happening in future, they must map out critical areas so that we won't have such things repeating itself in future. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The lady behind you, Namase.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for giving me the opportunity to add my voice to just in support of the statement. Honorable Speaker, the culprits must be called out for what they are, as criminals. Because as a country, we cannot continue to tolerate what we have witnessed. It's not just HOMA Bay. We witnessed in Olkalau. We've witnessed in all other places, including Busia County, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the investigations must be thorough and those who are concerned arrested. Because if no action is taken, we risk seeing this country degenerate into a state of anarchy, where anybody is taking the law into their hands, Honorable Speaker. We cannot allow this. It cannot continue. It must be stopped. It cannot be tolerated, because every Kenyan has a right to go anywhere in this country, to seek for votes anywhere in this country, and therefore we cannot encourage. Otherwise, we shall not be able to carry out our campaigns across the country in peace. And we need peace. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Ordinarily, my presumption is I've given a lot of leeway, but because of the sensitivity of the matter, I'll give a few. The lady behind Keses MP. Sorry for my short-sightedness.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir, for giving me this chance, even for myself, to contribute. I want to join my colleagues. Some of us, our hearts are really bleeding. When we saw a very innocent officer die, when he is protecting Kenyans, when we saw our children dying, when they are innocently supposed to participate and also to follow the people they feel they want to follow politically. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, sir, it's unfortunate, and this is the time we became all sober, including us politicians. Let us stop emotions. If your colleague is having a rally, just relax and put your own rallies. But Mr. Speaker, sir, we have to say no to this bad behavior. Mr. Speaker, sir, we cannot sit in this house as we watch sons and daughters innocently dying for such criminal activities. We want to see the CS taking action.
This is
and we want
a
people
request
to
for
be
a
collected
statement
for the action they have taken. Thank you, Mr.
This is a request for a statement, and ordinarily what you feel has not been captured is the only thing you raise. It's not an opportunity for a debate. Honorable Kenyan, you want to inform who? Kenyan?
Mr. Speaker,
Yeah, now.
there comes a time when we must side with the nation state of the Republic of Kenya. Mr. Speaker, fidelity to the rule of law and constitutionalism is not a sign of cowardice. Mr. Speaker, what puts us together under this flag that defines the very borders of this sovereign republic is adherence to the rule of law. Goonism, violence, has no place in a modern day Kenya, and we must all stand to be counted and say no to this. We are destroying our tourism sector. We are discouraging the foreign direct investors. We are sending chilling, scaring message to visitors. Which country are we going to talk about? I want to urge you, the politicians. Allow me to say this, Mr. Speaker. This country requires our protection. I want to appeal to those who are in charge of the criminal investigation system to go and investigate and arrest the perpetrators, regardless of their state, regardless of their position, and bring everybody under the rule. Mr. Speaker, we say no to violence, we say no to Goonism. Kenya must thrive, our image must exist, and the Premier Republic must be protected by all those who love Kenya, and we love Kenya. We don't have a spare country, Mr. Speaker.
It says take not more than a minute. Don't give a long speech. If there's
Thank
anything
you
feel
so much,
been left
Mr.
out
Speaker.
in
On the onset,
you just enrich the request.
thank you, Mr. Speaker. On the onset, allow me first of all to sympathize and eulogize to the families that they lost their loved ones,
Yes.
the police officer and the citizen who was lost. And those who are hurted, wish them quick recovery. Just want to pick on one thing, Mr. Speaker. All these issues surround the aspect of misuse of our democracy. Democracy has given us freedom of speech. But the way we are carrying out this democracy and freedom of speech, we have reduced it to even profiling communities, individuals, and ethnic groups in Kenya. We have reduced it to a question of calling each other names and inciting on our words, the power of our words. That's why I want to ask on politicians.
Fair enough.
Let us be responsible enough the way we conduct ourselves and the way we carry on our issues. Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Karoli, and then Baraza, last one.
Honorable Speaker, I mean, Honorable Ondo and I are the victims of this recent violence in HOMA Bay. And thank you for giving me the opportunity. I don't want to spend too much time on the other issues because those will be discussed elsewhere. But there's a fundamental question here. The violence in HOMA Bay, part of the team that planned that violence are members of this House. And there are audio and video recordings of members of this House, some who sit on the Speaker's panel, planning violence against other members. Against other members.
Honorable, order. Karole Omondi, order. You understand the rules very well. You cannot discuss or debate the conduct of a member of parliament here without a substantive motion. Order. You're out of order. You're out of order. Yes, Baraza is the last one, yes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. But, Mr. Speaker, I have a contrary view because, number one, we are inviting the minister to bring a statement on this matter where we know that the problem is not lack of policy direction. We already have laws that the police can use to arrest the perpetrators. I think the people that we should invite here is the IG and the director of investigations to come here and tell us. Because when you bring in a minister, he will come and begin politics here.
Order.
Number two, Honorable Speaker, now we know.
When I tell you order, you better listen. Order. There are no provisions in standing orders for you to invite into the House the IG. You can only invite the CS. Order. You can invite them at the committee level, yes. So you want to invite them, you invite them at the committee level, not in the plenary of the House here. Order. You've already. You're not supposed to be giving speeches here. Proceed. Okay, give him half a minute.
But at least now, honorable members, you have now seen that this violence is not good for the country. In 2019, honorable Speaker, I lost my red royal kofia in a violence, and some members who are in this house celebrated. Now you know that 2019 it was me, but today it can be somebody else. Even I reported my kofia was seen by a senior ranking member of this house. Nobody has arrested him. He has never even been told to return my cape, my kofia. Now you see that this violence is not good for everybody.
Okay, that's fair. Chair. Tongoy, order. Order. There's no last one. Order. Tongoyo. Chair has given a serious leeway on this.
Thank you, Speaker, Honorable Speaker. Before maybe, just allow me 1 minute to comment on this.
Yes.
Honorable Speaker, I think I had indicated earlier that we are expecting the minister to appear before the committee on Tuesday.
Yes.
And given the urgency, the importance
But I hope
this,
you have a pen and a notebook, and you have been taking note of what every member of parliament here has been saying.
Yeah, but I have a suggestion, Honorable Speaker.
Yes, proceed.
You had seen that from the list table, we have got the highest number of unresponded statements.
Yes.
Of course, for the obvious reason, we equally receive the highest number.
Yes.
And given the urgency and the importance of this, which is actually a national issue, security concern, we are going to prioritize to be among the matters to be addressed by the minister on Tuesday.
Fair
and
enough.
What I want to say, allow me 1 minute, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, once, of course, the minister, it will not be just, it will be one-on-one interaction. Honorable Speaker, but it should be clear to all of us that the president, the IG, the minister himself, previously, in several occasions, not once, had clearly pronounced themselves on this issue, that they are doing anything possible to ensure that the elimination of gangs, goons, in these countries is done. That call for, it is incumbent upon all of us, Honorable Speaker, the 349 of us seated in this house, including those who are even speaking the loudest, to take the responsibility, being responsible enough, being patriotic enough, to ensure that we together help the government fight these menace of organism and goons, Honorable Speaker.
Okay, you're going to meet the...
Yes. So
order,
on Tuesday,
order, honorable members, order.
So on Tuesday,
yes. Tuesday you're sitting with the
CS. And
when are you coming back to the house?
Honorable Mother Wangari statement.
Yes.
And once we bring all of them to the floor of the house.
When?
On Wednesday.
The following day?
Yes, the following day.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
So it's so directed.
For tabling.
It's so directed.
The record of the house.
The Honorable MP for West Mugrango, Stephen Mogaka. Order, honorable members. Proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me the opportunity.